Good evening. Welcome. Please, take your seat. Settle in now. There is a chill in the dungeons tonight, so draw your cloaks a little closer. Before we begin, a word on safety. Look around you. This is not a common classroom. It is a laboratory. Every file, every book, every crystal on your desks contains a secret. Some secrets are beautiful, some are benign, and some are deadly. Potion making does not forgive carelessness. A clean workspace is a safe workspace. A focused mind is a shield. Never forget that. As you know, potion making is a core subject, mandatory from your very first year at Hogwarts. For 5 years you have learned the fundamentals. You have learned to follow instructions with precision. You have learned to respect the inherent dangers of a simmering cauldron. To correctly identify knotgrass from fluxweed. To understand the difference between an infusion and a decoction. This is the bedrock of our art. It is essential. But it is not in itself the true art of potion making. The reason we wait until now to approach the truly profound potions is a matter of magical maturity. A younger mind, however brilliant, is often impulsive. It sees a powerful effect and desires it, without fully comprehending the weight of its consequences. To give a first year the knowledge to brew a love potion, for example, would be an act of profound irresponsibility. Magic, especially the insidious magic of potions that works upon the mind and will, requires a deep understanding of cause and effect. It requires foresight. It requires wisdom. That is why you are here tonight. You have proven you have the discipline. Now we begin to explore the philosophy behind the formulae. The art of potion making is ancient, far older than this castle. It began not with wands, but with mortars and pestles, with a deep, intuitive understanding of the secret life of plants, minerals, and magical creatures. It is the original magic. And throughout history, one singular ambition has captivated potioneers more than any other. The desire to influence not the body, not the will of another, but fortune itself. The desire to bottle luck. Tonight, we study the pinnacle of that ambition. The crowning achievement of the master potioneer, Zygmunt Budge. We study Felix Felicis.
Felix Felicis, more commonly known, of course, as liquid luck. You see it depicted here in this manuscript. The text describes its appearance perfectly. Like molten gold, with droplets leaping from its surface like goldfish, yet never spilling. It is, without a doubt, one of the most beautiful and alluring potions ever conceived. Its effect is as simple as it is profound. It makes the drinker lucky. For a period of time, depending on the dosage, all of your endeavors will tend to succeed. But what does that truly mean, to be lucky? This is not a brutish, forceful magic that bends reality to your whim. It does not guarantee you will win the lottery. Number, Felix Felicis, is far more elegant. It works by heightening your intuition to a supernatural degree. It whispers to your subconscious, guiding your actions. It makes you suddenly feel the urge to turn left instead of right, to notice a loose floorboard you would have otherwise ignored, to ask the one question that unravels a mystery. The potion provides no new knowledge. It simply illuminates the path that was already there, hidden in plain sight. It gives you opportunities. However, its allure is also its greatest danger. Overconsumption, even in small doses over time, leads to giddiness, recklessness, and a perilous sense of overconfidence. You begin to believe you are infallible, invincible. You take risks that no sane witch or wizard would ever consider, convinced that fortune will save you. It will not. The potion is a guide, not a guardian angel. In large quantities, it is highly toxic and can be fatal. This is why it is banned from all organized competitions, Quidditch, examinations, magical duels. To rely on it is to cheat not only the rules, but yourself. It is a tool for a single, crucial moment, not a crutch for a lifetime. Let me tell you a story to illustrate the potion's true power and its proper use. There was an auror many years ago named Eva Rostova. She was tasked with recovering a cursed artifact, a locket that had been stolen from a secure vault. The thief left no magical trace. No witnesses. Nothing. For weeks, the case was cold. Rostova was at a dead end. On the eve of her reporting her failure to the ministry, she unsealed a tiny file containing a single precious drop of Felix Felicis, which she had been saving for just such an impossible moment. She swallowed the drop.
The warmth spread through her. But nothing immediately happened. There was no flash of light, no sudden revelation. Disappointed, she began to walk home through the rain-slicked streets of Diagon Alley. But then, the luck began to work its subtle magic. A gust of wind blew a page from an old copy of the Daily Prophet against her leg. Normally, she would have shaken it off, but an inexplicable urge made her pick it up. It was an old society page, detailing a charity auction from years ago. Her eyes were drawn, for no reason she could understand, to a photograph of a wealthy collector, wearing the very locket she was searching for. Still, that was years ago. A dead end, but as she stood under a gas lamp, a strange scent reached her. The smell of dried lavender. An unusual scent for the damp alley. It reminded her of her grandmother, and her grandmother used to press flowers in old books. An idea, a whisper from the potion, sparked in her mind. She followed the scent to a dusty old bookshop. Inside, the shopkeeper was about to close. She asked him on a whim if he had any books on rare alchemical symbols. The man grumbled, but pointed her to a dark corner. And there, tucked away behind a large tome on dragon breeding, was a small, unassuming book on heraldry. As she pulled it from the shelf, a hidden switch was triggered. A section of the bookshelf swung inwards, revealing a secret room. And inside, sitting on a velvet cushion, was the locket. You see, the potion did not tell her where the locket was. It simply made her notice the newspaper, connect the scent of lavender to a memory, and ask the right question at the right time. That is the true power of Felix Felicis. It is the art of noticing. To create such a potent and subtle effect requires a symphony of rare and powerful ingredients. 6, to be precise. The brewing process takes a full 6 months, a testament to its complexity. First, an ashwinder egg. Ashwinders are serpents born from the embers of a magical fire. Their eggs, if not frozen, will burn down the house they are in. This fiery, volatile origin provides the potion with its initial spark. The spark of opportunity. It must be frozen with a charm the moment it is laid. Second, a squill bulb. A rather plain magical plant, but its bulb, when distilled, has powerful defensive properties. In this potion, it acts as a shield, warding off minor jinxes and misfortune that might otherwise interfere with the drinker's path. And a murtlap tentacle. As you learned in your first year, a solution of murtlap tentacles is a soothing remedy for cuts and abrasions. But its true power lies in its resistance to curses. Pickled and added to this brew, it provides a powerful buffer against ill will, ensuring the drinker's luck is not derailed by the malice of others. And next, a simple tincture of thyme. This is an interesting one. Thyme, even in Muggle folklore, is associated with courage. Here, it works to bolster the drinker's confidence, encouraging them to act upon the intuitive nudges that the potion provides. Without the courage to follow an unusual hunch, the potion's guidance is useless. Next, the shell of an okame egg. The okame, as you know, is choranoptyxic. It can grow or shrink to fit its container. Its eggshells are made of the purest, softest silver. This flexible, adaptive nature is what allows the potion to tailor its luck to the specific, unique needs of the drinker at that exact moment. And finally, powdered common rue. A herb with a long history in warding magic, used to promote clear thinking and ward off confusion. It is the final clarifying agent, ensuring that the heightened intuition provided by the potion is received with clarity, not with giddy recklessness.
All right. We will begin the first, crucial steps tonight, while the potion begins its long journey. Let us speak of the man who started it all, Zygmunt Budge. Budge was a potioneer of the 16th century. A genius, unquestionably, but also profoundly reckless. He was a contemporary of the great alchemist Nicholas Flamel. But while Flamel sought eternal life, Budge sought the perfect day. He became obsessed with the concept of luck. He saw it not as random chance, but as a tangible magical force that could be distilled and bottled. For decades, Budge failed. His journals, which you can read in the restricted section,
under the title Book of Potions are a litany of catastrophic errors. His first attempt, a concoction of doxy eggs and moonstone, apparently caused him to float upside down for a week. Another, involving jobbernoll feathers, made him speak only in riddles for a month. His colleagues were not amused. But Budge was relentless. He was a brilliant observer. He noticed the fiery, spontaneous nature of the Ashwinder egg. He understood the flexible, adaptive magic of the Occamy. He spent 10 years alone, studying the properties of rue. He was not just a brewer. He was a philosopher of ingredients. The breakthrough came, as it so often does, by accident. He was attempting to create a potion to cure the common cold. He combined the squill bulb for its defensive properties with the thyme for its restorative ones. The potion failed to cure his cold. But he noted in his journal that for the entire following day, he managed to avoid his landlady, to whom he owed a great deal of money, find a silver sickle in the street, and perfectly guess the outcome of a game of gobstones. The Budge's boon, as he called it, was born. It was a crude prototype. It was unstable. It often caused severe giddiness, but it worked. He had done it.
He had bottled luck. It would take him another 20 years to perfect the formula, adding the Occamy shell for flexibility and the Murtlap tentacle for protection, creating the 6-ingredient masterpiece we know today. He famously drank an entire cauldron of it before his death, declaring it his finest day. Though history does not record what exactly made it so, his legacy is a warning as much as it is a triumph. Brilliance without discipline is a dangerous, dangerous thing. Budge's invention left the magical world with a profound ethical question. Is it right to use such a potion? If one can simply drink their way to success, what is the value of hard work, of talent, of struggle? The Ministry of Magic was quick to act. They classified it as a restricted potion, banned from all competitions, as I mentioned. And rightly so. Imagine a Quidditch match where one seeker has taken liquid luck. The snitch would practically fly into their hand. It makes a mockery of the game, of the skill involved. But what of life? What of Aurora Rostova? Did she cheat? Or did she simply use a tool at her disposal to solve an impossible case and prevent a cursed object from doing harm? This is the line a Newart-level student must learn to walk. The line between using magic and abusing it. Felix Felicis does not create skill. It does not create knowledge. It does not make you a better person. It simply clears the path. It removes the minor inconveniences, the small misfortunes that might otherwise trip you up. But what of reliance? This is the true danger. The potion is, by its very nature, intoxicating. The feeling of pure confidence, of knowing that everything you do will be correct. It is addictive. More addictive than any substance in the mundane world. A wizard who relies on Felix to pass his exams, to win a duel, or to ask someone to the Yule Ball, that wizard is not practicing magic. He is a coward. He is hiding from the most important ingredient in any endeavor: the possibility of failure. Failure, everyone, is a more potent teacher than luck ever will be. Do not forget that. Our potion has been simmering. We have completed the very first stage. Now, let us discuss the long road that lies ahead. The 6 months of patience this masterpiece requires. After this initial brew stews for a full fortnight, we would return. We would add the tincture of time. The time, as we discussed, adds the element of courage. We would then stir, but not in the simple pattern as before. The manuscript dictates a slow, precise, figure-8 motion. Exactly 21 times. This is done to weave the courage element through the protective element of the squill, binding them together. The potion at this stage should turn a pale, clear blue. Then we wait again. We wait for another full month. The cauldron must be kept at a precise temperature, checked daily. The slightest deviation and the entire brew will spoil. After that month, we would add the powdered okami eggshell. This is, perhaps, the most dramatic stage. The potion, which has been calm, will resist this new ingredient. It will thicken into a stubborn gray sludge. It must be stirred with great force. With a silver ladle, and only a silver ladle. This is a test of will, as much as strength. Forcing the adaptive magic of the okami to infuse the brew. It will fight you, but you must persist until it suddenly yields. It will become liquid once more, now shimmering with a beautiful pearlescent silver light. Another 2 months of slow, careful stewing. The potion must now be kept in absolute, total darkness. Not even candlelight may touch it. This allows the adaptive coronaptixic magic of the alchemy to fully mature, to learn to be flexible. Finally, in the 6th month, on a day of perfect clear weather, with no wind, we add the final ingredient, the powdered rue. The rue clarifies everything. It cuts through the giddiness. It solidifies the intuition. The potion will, if you have brewed it correctly, immediately turn to that perfect molten gold. And one single drop, one perfect leaping goldfish of a drop, will splash onto the surface to confirm its perfection. It is a lesson in patience, is it not? All true power requires patience. You have done well tonight. You have taken your first, crucial step into a much larger, more complex world of potion making. You have not just learned a recipe, you have learned the history, the ethics, and the responsibility that comes with it. Remember the story of Aurora Rostova. Luck is not about finding the answer, it is about noticing the clues. Our lesson is concluded. You may leave your notes on the desk beside the quill. Now, enjoy some music while you leave the classroom.